Hi parents, my name is Amy Trainer and I'm your student's English teacher for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm sorry I couldn't be there this evening to take you through my class, but I hope this recording helps you out a little bit in what's going to be going on in English 11 this year. And if you have any questions, my email is right here on the back to school night, traineray@calvertnet.k12.md.us. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look of how this class is going to go this year. All right, I'm just going to do some FAQs for you, which is what I've seemed to be getting from most parents, or just a lot of questions about how everything's going to go. So what is the difference between class time and application time? So synchronous class, we are here in school being present. You need to be online on Teams, ready to work. We'll be reading, thinking, listening, and sharing, writing, revising, and analyzing. And we will be doing whole group and small group activities. Your kids have actually already done small groups with me and have actually had individual one-on-one conferencing with me, which has been awesome. The application time is after class. It's where we apply what we did together and we're working on English work. A lot of the times I'll tell the kids, okay, you need to spend the rest of your application time working on this activity. Or sometimes class might run over into the application time, which it has happened before, and that's okay too. They'll also be reading, annotating, writing, compiling, flip gridding, and they can still log into class and ask a question. I always keep my general meeting open. So if they have a question, they can always come back during application time to ask me that question. What is the difference between application time and asynchronous time, meaning Wednesdays or weekends? During our application time, again, it happens right after class except for seventh period. Seventh period, our application time is on Tuesdays from 3 to 3:30 and Fridays from 2:30 or from 3 to 3:30 as well. It is time to apply what we did together. And again, we're reading, they can still log into class, they can ask questions. Wednesdays and weekends are the asynchronous time when we're not together. We spend 30 minutes on Wednesdays, and at their discretion on other days, they should be spending 30 minutes doing something for their class on Wednesday. I am doing book club with the kids, so they're expected to do at least 15 minutes of reading on Wednesdays and then doing a discussion board. They can also take that time to work on anything that they're missing in this class. There's going to be different learning activities that'll all be on Schoology for them. What applications am I using? I use Schoology. I've used the assignments, submitting assignments, text. The text will be on there, activities, discussion boards, and Teams are going to be for meetings and tutoring. The other thing I like to use is Microsoft Forms, which I will send the kids links and they'll fill out a form for me, which is very simple to use. What if your student has a question? Well, if it's during class, they can use the raise their hand icon. They're certainly allowed to unmute and speak, and they can write in the chat box. If it's during application time, they can log back into the class meeting and raise their hand, or just start typing or just start speaking, whatever works best for them. If we're in asynchronous time, they should be going to all the documents in Schoology first because more than likely their answer is going to be in there. Or they can send me an email. And if this is seventh period, you can send me or Miss Williams an email. If your student was absent, what should they do? They need to get a Schoology. All the work is on Schoology and they're labeled by the week. So if you go in, you'll see the week of September 14th, you'll see week at glance, and you'll see all the activities that we've done for that week. And students are responsible for their own work. All right, this is the biggest question I get, whether we're digital or face-to-face. I'm looking in Hack and I see a 0 and or a blank. My student says they turned it in the assignment, so why is it a 0? So all zeros are not the same. A blank means that the assignment just hasn't been entered and it's not being actually calculated as part of the grade. An X does not count for or against the student. It is not a zero, I promise you. An actual zero means the student didn't submit the assignment or they did not complete it properly. A Z, which is really important, if you see a Z in the gradebook, that means the student can still submit that assignment for full credit. And always check your students' Schoology in distance learning. Almost all my assignments are going to be submitted on Schoology. Most of the times the kids just forget to hit that submit button. The MCAP literacy exam for 11th grade. It's a testing requirement every student must meet in order to graduate from the Maryland State Public High School. Due to distance learning in the spring, all current 11th grade students were exempt from taking the exam. Woohoo! That's awesome. But we're not sure about the next steps, and we're going to keep you informed as we are given all the information and the requirements. How can you, as a parent, help your teen with distance learning? First, you should talk to your student about what they did during class. If they're paying attention, they should be able to tell you exactly what we read and did that day. Talk to them about questions they had and if they asked them. If they're if they have questions and they didn't ask them in class, we don't know that they have questions. So they should send me an email or they can definitely still ask during class. Talk to your students about their technology. Is their technology actually working? If not, what troubleshooting problems have they done? And please don't give up if one thing goes wrong. This is a crazy time and everything is out of our control, but we can control some things. And if there's still issues, there are emails that can be sent and you can always just let me know. Ask your student if they've turned in all of their assignments in Schoology. I do not accept email tasks, and I can't be responsible for tracking down if your child emailed me their assignment versus turning it in on Schoology. Everything needs to be in on Schoology. And finally, please encourage them to look in Schoology. Everything is in there for them. That's going to be their home base. That's where they need to check for everything. And also, you can check your child's Schoology as well. You guys all have accounts, and it is a great tool. It's a great way to stay on top of your kids. And as always, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to send me an email. Again, it's trainera@calvertnet.k12.md.us.